Hi! In this video, we'll be multiplying and dividing numbers that are written in scientific notation. So we have two options here. Assuming you've already looked into scientific notation and you already know what scientific notation is, then you know that this number is really 5,000 and this number is really 8 million. Now, we could just multiply 5,000 and 8 million and get an answer, but that's not what we're going to do in this video. We want to keep our numbers in scientific notation because that will give us less work to do and our answer will be easier to get. Alright, so if we want to keep our numbers in scientific notation and do the multiplication that way, we have to rearrange the numbers and group them differently. You may recall from a previous chapter when you learned about commutative property, we can totally move the numbers around. And you also learned about associative property. We can group the numbers in any way that makes us happy. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to group the 5 and the 8 because they kind of look alike, just regular numbers. So 8 times 5. And I'm also going to group those guys right here, the 10 to the 3rd and the 10 to the 6th. All right. So 8 times 5, that's not so hard. We know that 8 times 5 gives us 40. And 10 to the 3rd times 10 to the 6th, if you remember your laws of exponents, then you know all you have to do here is add your exponents because we have two numbers with the same base, so we can add the exponents. And we get here that on that side should be 10 to the 9th. All right, so we're almost done, but there's just one little problem here. And our problem is the fact that this number is not in scientific notation, nor is it in standard notation. It's some kind of random thing. And the reason for that is in order to be in scientific notation, there is a rule that the first number here should be between 1 and 10. Right now it's 40. It's not between 1 and 10. In order to get this number to be between 1 and 10, we would have to move the decimal point, which is currently right here, 1 place to the left, and that makes the number 4, which is great, but we can't make this number less and do nothing to this number. So because we moved that 1 place to the left, we have to add 1 to the exponent here. So we get, in that case, that our answer is 4 times 10 to the power of 10. And that's how you multiply numbers in scientific notation. All right, let's try one where we're dividing. Okay, so here we're going to think in a very similar way. We want to group the numbers that make it convenient for us to do this division. So here we have 15 and 5, and it's easy to divide 15 and 5 because those are just regular numbers. And here we have exponents with a base of 10, so it's easy to divide those numbers as well. So that's how we're going to group our numbers. So I'm going to have 15 divided by 5, and I'm also going to have 10 to the 7th divided by 10 squared. And grouping them in this way is much easier than if we combine everything. All right, so 15 divided by 5 is just 3. And 10 to the 7th divided by 10 squared, well, remember that when you have two numbers with the same base, all we have to do is subtract the exponents. So we end up getting 10 to the 7 minus 2, which is 5. Now, all we have to check for now is that it's in scientific notation. So because this number is in fact between 1 and 10, we know we're done because it is currently in scientific notation. And that's it.